So today's 10-minute topic is the upcoming referendum. Darren, go ahead.
Now, how did we, lads? How are you doing? So this came in my door yesterday, and I don't know if you can see that. And I suppose a lot of households have got this around there. But it's regarding the vote on the 8th of March. I personally can't see it going through, Donica.
Okay.
There's too many TVs in the Dáil speaking out about it, and there's too many too much of a lashback against it.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But we were talking about this earlier because I actually wanted to speak about this was I believe that this vote is not about taking the woman out of home at all. It's actually about bowing down to a different religion than the Christian values of what's in our constitution. It's removing those Christian values and it's opening the door to a Muslim way of life and monogamy and having 3 and 4 wives and treating the woman a certain way. And that's what I believe. Look, a lot of people might say, you don't know what you're talking about, Darren, or whatever. Like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I can tell you, in the Muslim religion, right? It tells you in the Quran that you can have sex with a 5-year-old, right? And it tells you that in the Quran, right? What?
Is it not 6? I seen a fella talking.
No.
Alan sent me a video. Alan sent me a video last night of a chap in England. There's this place called Talking Corner or something.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Yeah, he sent that on to me as well. Yeah,
that whole. But it's so it says in the Quran that you can actually marry. Sorry, Dennis, you can marry a 5-year-old, right? And you can divorce a woman before she has her period. It tells you that in the Quran, right?
I've never read it.
That I was listening and I was listening and watching a few things today and doing a little few things on it and reading but there's a lot of sick stuff in it that promotes. It doesn't promote paedophilia, but it says it's okay. And that's
what Tommy Robinson has a big problem with, hasn't he? Over England Islam, isn't it?
Yeah, he has that. And that's the same thing. But it's a crazy. It's fucking sad because we're throwing away all our Christian values in this country, a way of life for thousands of years. This country the Irish people have lived in harmony, even though we've had the things that happened 100 years ago, and we had the Civil War that happened, but the Irish people were the Irish people, and we stood together. But right now, this is dividing the whole country, and it's still dividing us more. And you have people who's coming into the country through illegally, coming in with no passports, through what's his name, Leo Varadkar's admission himself, Donska, that he said that. They're coming in illegally. They're getting their passports taken off them on the plane, but they're allowed into the country at the fucking passport check. Yeah. How is that like?
Yeah.
But look, they're eroding our Christian values and removing.
Lots of people are talking about the word endurable relationships means that people that come into the country can then apply under Irish law if this passes to be
reunited with their 100 family members or their 100.
I believe on average it's 20, 25. I think
on average it's 20, Dennis, and the highest that has been applied for apparently was 70.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, one of them applied for 70 family members.
I was reading an article about it earlier on. I think Roderick O'Gorman was in one of the universities in Galway or something promoting the yes vote for it. And the article was talking about how the article writer was saying that he believes it's the pushing it under the transgender thing. So then transgenders and so it's all about this. It's all about this wokeism. That's
what it is. It's a big fucking. And this is happening in every country, you know. This is happening in every country.
Yeah, it's a global agenda, you know.
Yeah. But I think we're one of the big test tubes for
the fabric of society and the family, you know.
Yeah, they're like changing the definition of the family, you know, and removing the woman's place. They're removing the obligation of the government to look after the woman, like
that's right,
within the home. You know, looking after to make sure that the family is looked after. Because what will happen is the mother will have to work, the kids will be thrown into childcare all day long, while the mother and father have to work in order to try and keep the roof over their head.
I seen Ben Scanlon of Grip Media interviewing or questioning Catherine Martin about it, because she said something about it, and then the Supreme Court judge who's on the commission for the referendum to bring out the facts actually said,
corrected her.
Yeah, but she wouldn't retract her feelings.
This is Justice Marie Baker. She was the lady who corrected her and said that no, the woman's place is not in the home. But she wouldn't retract the statement, would she not?
No, she wouldn't retract it.
You see, this tells you, like,
what she was doing was she was looking down at a piece of paper when he was asking the question, and the word she used 3 or 4 times in her reply was, what it is people who read that article will import that it implies that.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't say that. What woman she said, people still look at that and think it says that. And it also says, people call it the chain into the sink article. You know?
I seen it. I actually seen that interview. Yeah. But
I was in Dublin town last week when we were up at the Mansion House and seeing the posters. The Green Party have posters up, vote yes, and they've a woman and a baby in it. And then I seen Fianna Fáil's poster, vote yes, and that was funded by Heather Humphreys, TD Heather Humphreys, that had in small writing, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, she financed that one, like.
It's mad, isn't it?
They're all pushing for yes, and it's mad how they did it, because they've done it through the equality thing. What they done was the government set up a citizens' assembly, and then the citizens' assembly recommended this change under equality, and now they're pushing that. But it's nobody. It's the government who formed it.
They're all together, sir. The government officials in this mad, like.
And all the NGOs were told that if they don't vote yes, their funding will be stopped.
There you go, like.
Governments are not supposed to be pushing a yes or no. It's meant to be left to the people, you know.
Yeah. But even by them pushing this yes vote, they shouldn't be doing that, you know, because it should be left to the people.
Sinn Féin have already said that if they're in government next time, it's a no vote to this one, that they believe it was worded wrong, and they'll rerun it already. They've already said that, like. Yeah. So it's like the Lisbon Treaty already. They're saying if a no vote comes, that they're going to run it again, but they're going to
get. So it's a Lisbon Treaty all over again.
Yeah.
So even if it does happen no this time, there'll be a yes vote in the next fucking one.
It'd be like with the thing that happened in England when they decided to leave the Brexit, and the media spun it. The people didn't know what they were voting about. They didn't know. Let's rehold the vote. Let's rehold it. And so they've already decided here that they are going to, if Sinn Féin are elected, they're already going to run it again with different wording. So, you know, they're all in on it.
It's fighting it. So look, it's mad, like, it's crazy, yeah. But we have to know what we're voting for anyway, and like, I suppose the people know what they're voting for. Like,
there's still lots of people out there shouting deregister. It baffles me. I've already said it would be a beautiful idea if it could be done, and they could prove that you could get the percentage and the system would fall. But they can't get the numbers now or in the future, and there's nowhere where it says this claim, you know. It's just
like I don't know of any country even that's happened in. I don't know anywhere that has happened before. There's no but look, I suppose it's an agenda in itself, pushing that kind of stuff, and it's an agenda in itself, Donegal, you know. And that's what people seem to be doing these days. They're just pushing their own agendas, trying to push their own parties or their own little whatever it may be, you know.
That's 10 minutes on that one.
Yeah, cool, brother.